And so we take a few more breaths to release the tension from the whole body. Sinking down into the ground. Releasing the hips. And maintaining the alignment in the legs with the feet rooted on the ground. We allow the energy to sink down. When we turn on one side, we can imagine the opposite leg is pushing the leg that is staying behind us is pushing, and it's like it's getting a little bit longer. Spine is upright, and we observe the releasing of the pressure from the space of the vertebrae. Depending on how we do the exercise, this squeezing, this releasing, this twisting will happen at different levels of the spine. For example, we can try to twist in a way that affects more our lower back. As we twist, we try to squeeze to release the lower back. This area is the center of our rotation. And we try now to bring the center of the movement in the middle back, trying to squeeze this area. It is not so easy. It's kind of a very subtle difference. Now the rotation is, the focus of the rotation is at this level, the middle level, at the height of the stomach. You may even feel a little bit of cracking feeling. And finally, in the area of the upper back. The movement is a little bit different. For me, this one, I feel it more intense because it also affects all the chest, the lungs. We try to look for this feeling, to bringing the twist at the upper back. Like the twisting is happening here. To do this, what I do is I try to isolate a little bit the movement, trying to move less the rest of the body and try to move more this part. And one more time, we try to now bring the movement to the lower back. Looking for the difference in the sensation and in the movement. And we come back slowly, relaxing, slowing down. Going back to the center. And take a few moments to observe the feelings in the body. Actually, we can take our basic chin stance. Also here trying to use the relaxation that we gained from this swinging to relax deeper into the position. So today, in the first part of the class, I would like to go a little bit deeper in a few relaxation exercises that can be very helpful to help us to go deeper into our body and access deeper levels of relaxation. We do at the beginning of every class. The next one will be new for most of you. Actually, let me change a little bit the angle of the screen so you can see me better. So for this movement, we begin by bringing first up the elbows and then the hands. Yeah, so we do like one, going up first, up with the elbow and then with the hands. And then the hands will fall down. Up, fall down. Up, fall down. Up, fall down. Up. This thing with the elbow, give a kind of flicking motion in the arms. I don't know if you can see it in my arms. Pam, 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 pam. Elbow, hands down. See? Yes. If you're not so sure yet, you can do it more slowly. Elbow, hands down. Elbow, hands down. Elbow, hands down. elbow, hands down. Yes, first we go here, then we go here, then we go down. 1, 2, 3. Yes. Maybe at the beginning it's still a bit artificial, a bit unnatural. Pump. So when we go up with the elbows, we bring the elbows down, and by bringing the elbows down, this movement happens. Yes. Not so easy. And this is just the first part. And we can stop. This is just the upper body. The lower body is equally as difficult. So we begin from our usual position in here. And what we will do, we will go and sit down on one leg. Yes, so we will turn the hip and sit down on the standing leg. From here, we will push up and go up. In the center, we are up. And then we are down on the other side. Up, down, up, down. Continue a little bit. I will change the angle again so you can see even better a little detail. So when I go down on one leg, I don't want this. Yes, I don't want this. I don't want this. I don't want any of those. I want body one line. Yeah, this tends to happen quite a lot. The hip coming out like this. Hip. The knee tends to go a little bit in. No, we keep it out. We do only this. In the middle, we go up and down. It's not this. It's not always on the same level. It's up and down, up and down, up and down. Here we are twisting up, twisting down, twisting up, twisting down, up, down. The knee is going out this way. Yes, let's try all together. Here, down, up, down, up, down, up. When you go down, you can put the hands like this, close to your body. Up, down, up. You can do it more slowly if it feels still a bit too strange. When we are going down, the movement is not really switching to one side. It's more twisting down, twisting down, twisting down. twisting down. Let's continue a little bit more. And we can come to stop. So the feeling in the hands is a bit like when we do this, you know? Like imagine if you have your hand full of water and you wanna, you know, take the water out, you know, like this, like the dogs, you know? So you wanna, like this. Like flying. Like if you wanna throw away the water from your hands. This is because we want the strength line to travel all the way until the hands, ideally all the way until the fingers. I would like you to put attention on the action of coming up. We come up by pushing the charged leg. The charged leg is giving us the strength to go up. Trying to use only this back leg to come up. All the force is coming from there. This little detail in the leg teaches us a very important lesson about rooting, about how to root ourselves. Pushing up only with the back leg. A few more. And slowing down. Up, down, up, down, up, down. Come back to the center. And we go to standing meditation position, holding, embracing the middle dantian. So all these exercises, it's good to repeat them for a long period of time, because it is really in the detail of the movements that we can learn some subtle qualities that can change the way we move, the way we understand our body, the way we make force travel through the body. And so we hold the basic standing meditation position, embracing the middle dantian. Trying to elongate the spine as much as possible. Trying to increase the length of your spine. Trying to release the shoulders. Relax the glutes. The hips are soft, like floating. The fingers are gently extended, all of them. The distance between the ears and the shoulders is growing. Release. Pushing on the floor from the center of our feet. Relax the hips. Extend the lower back. Embracing, holding the sphere with the arms. The whole inside of the arm, all the way to the hand, is touching, is holding to the sphere. Taking a few more deep breaths. Looking for your best position. Checking yourself. You already know the requirement of the posture. and down. Bringing down the hands, we collect 3 times. And from here, we will make a circle with one hand going to the front, and with the other hand, palms facing down. Sitting down on one leg. One hand comes to the front, the other hand is here, more or less. We can stop here for now. 1, 2. So the bent arm, bent leg, and the bent arm. Yeah? We are standing like this, opposite hand to leg. 1, 2. Yes, 1, 2. 1, 2. The hip turns a little bit oblique in this way. Let's stop for a moment. When we come here to one side, it's like we are here. Behind, like if somebody is there in front of us, on the back leg, there. Change on the other leg. Yeah, this hand is here. Change. This hand is here. Yes. Yes. Not so easy. Again, we stop here. The lower hand comes out. The upper hand comes in. Stop. Yes. In, out. In, out. The hands are always facing down for now, more or less. Relax the shoulders. And the next one more circle, and then we will stop on one side, and we stop here. Yeah. We are on this leg, sitting down. Many times we tend to go a bit like this. So we try to bring this in here. Looking for this position. Yeah, like somebody's in front of me over there. I'm in a guard. This hand is more or less at the level of my elbow. And we change, sit down. Hands a bit closed. So this is also a standing meditation position. It is on one leg, which is something we usually do not do in our classes. It is completely different. As you can see, again, here we look for this feeling of sitting down. And in here, there are some problems that we don't have when we are standing with the feet parallel, well, with the hips frontal. For example, we can have much more changes over here. Yeah? So trying to make sure we're not bringing the hips on any of the side. We are down in the center. Change. Relaxing the arms, stretching out the arms, expanding the palm. So we don't want the hands like this. We want them to be like when we do the ball, we are stretching, creating this elongation inside. In this case, we are creating it here and here and here. Yeah. And change. Sitting down even more. Trying to elongate the lower back. And change. Sitting down, bringing the hip inwards like this. The more we stay in here, the more we start to figure out this position as well. And the last time we'll change again. Take a few deep breaths here, trying to get comfortable in here, exploring this position, making small adjustments. And come to the hands to the center, open and close. open, and close. Open. One more time. And close. On the hips, open and down. You can take a moment to relax. You can move around a little bit, especially if you feel tension in some part of your body, which is possible because we're doing something a bit different than usual. Maybe in your back, you can feel it a bit more. As you stretch out, I would like to just to show you. So this is one common standing meditation position. Also, this one is similar to the one we were doing before. Before we were doing like this. This one is the most common one, actually. Let me show you with the stance. Like this. And this. Yeah, also with the front. Is a standing meditation position that is especially used in some internal style, in some martial arts style, like Shinyi, Bagua. Yeah, they're very good. They make you very strong. They're very difficult. They make also because all the weight is on one leg, so they make that leg very strong. And it's very good to practice. Yeah, because it's a completely different type of structure to the normal one. And so it makes you understand your body in a whole new way. So let's relax a little bit. Preparing for the last part of the class, which will be a bit more of meditation. Swing around a little bit. Releasing the pressure from the back. We go to swing slowly. And we take a few moments to breathe deeply. Coming back to our body. To the central line of our body. And from here, I would like to invite you to bring your feet together. And slowly breathing in. Stretching up, looking up, holding the breath. We come down, holding the breath, and breathe out. And up, in, and breathing out. Breathing in. In, stretch and hold. Holding, we come down and breathe out. And breathe in. And breathing out. In. Stretch up, looking up. Stretching ourselves into the sky. We come down. And breathe out, letting go. As we do this exercise, you can imagine that we are opening ourselves to the night sky, allowing the night sky to come in and to clean ourselves, to make us empty. To make us silent like the night. We open to the night sky and allow its essence to come into us. To become similar to it. Becoming pure and tranquil. You can continue the exercise with your own rhythm. You don't have to follow me, by the way. Opening ourselves, allowing ourselves to be touched by the energy of the night sky. By this feeling that you can have when you are in the night, out, maybe in the nature, in the forest, when we are looking up at the sky full of stars. Remember that feeling, connect to that feeling to the best of your abilities. You can use the strongest memory you have from that feeling and try to bring it even deeper than that. Imagine that you are really allowing yourself to fall into the night sky full of stars. To fully bathe into this feeling. that is silent and simple, but still, even being so, even in its silence and in its simplicity, it carries a deep wisdom. With serenity, with knowingness. It is like a person that knows many things and that doesn't need to say anything, that sees behind, understands all the forces behind the actions, the movements, that already sees how things are gonna end before they even began. But even so, it doesn't need to say it. It is this type of feeling. This type of wisdom that already knows and doesn't need to show itself. It already contains all the answers. It already sees all the possibilities. Humbly opening our heart to the night sky, we allow its healing energy to enter deeply inside of ourselves, reminding us of our origin. A few more times. If you like, you can try to go a little bit more slowly, but still without forcing too much. One more time. I humbly offer myself to the great sky, to the great wisdom of the stars. So that I can be cleaned and washed from my confusion, from all the messiness inside of me. Coming back to the center. With the desire of becoming able to be more in harmony with ourselves, to be less violent against ourselves. To become able to vibrate, to think and to act in a way that is more in harmony and is more worthy of our true nature. With the desire of allowing more of our true nature to express in our words, in our actions, in what we feel day by day, in our thoughts, in our ideas, in our projects. Take a moment to focus on the lower dantian, imagining to be condensing the energy in there. Focusing, spiraling the energy in the lower dantian, bright and calm. Like a wise light, like a humble light. Shining like one star in the night sky. I will begin to make a few circles around the lower abdomen, closing the energy into the lower dantian. And change direction. spiraling in. Gently observing, watching this brightness. The circle is becoming smaller and finally closing on the Dantian. We keep observing the Dantian for a few moments, nourishing ourselves from its gentle light. That refreshes our mind. That refreshes our spirit. Our inner space is pure and tranquil. Clear like water. Clear like the night sky. Taking a few deep breaths into this field. Allowing this energy to enter in our body. Begin to rub the hands. And gently massaging our body. Finish, we can bring the feet together for a moment and take a few more breaths to integrate all that this image of the night sky brings to us, what it offers to us. What it inspires to us. And relaxing the inside of our body with a lot of admiration and respect for the beauty and the wisdom of the stars and the universe. In front of its greatness, with a lot of respect and gratitude toward our inner teacher, we close the space of practice.